everybody, it's Tarina with Createwithtreethatsme, and this is my friend Leslie. Hey!
I'm back!
And
it's actually not true, I never left.
She's never left, but that's okay, because I love her. I'm going to miss her when she's gone. Aww.
Now I'm sad.
Don't be sad, because you're getting a brand new house to live in, and you're moving to a new place. Okay, I won't say, because she'll start crying. Let me just check in here real quick. Ta-da! Ta-da! If you're here, say hi. She's like, hey. Hi, Trace. How's it going? Okay, so we wanted to make a. Sorry, I've been having allergy attacks since like an hour ago, and it's just driving me crazy. So we want to make. Hey, Adele. Oh gosh, sorry. Gosh, stupid thing. My phone. Technology today is not my friend, so I'm trying to be positive. Positive that technology is not my friend today. All good.
Can't win them all.
Okay, so Leslie's moving, and she wanted to do a project with the temple, kind of like what I made on the canvas, but she had a picture, sorry, she had a piece of, hey girl, hey, it's Julie.
Hi, Jules.
So she wanted to do it on this piece of chalkboard that she had. Truth be told, she had a piece of chalkboard and Kurt was going to cut it, and he cut the wrong size. So she has two pieces now, and she's like, well, I might as well use them.
Don't waste a good chalkboard, guys.
That's right. So, I've got to put this somewhere. Okay, it's driving me crazy.
Gun?
Yeah, use the staple gun. Put it inside the little thing.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
No, too big. We'll use our tape. How about that?
Seriously?
Look, I just made a phone mount.
Oh, okay. So Kurt's been having a hard day today. So he cut the chalkboard wrong.
First he forgot to cut the chalkboard.
Oh yeah, first he forgot to cut the chalkboard. Then he cut it wrong, and he started a fire. You missed that.
I missed the fire.
Yes, Tracy just reminded me that he started a fire. I was having one-on-one conversations with my team members today, and while I was on the phone with Tracy, he put a sandwich that was wrapped in the microwave and didn't realize that it was wrapped inside the inside wrapping with foil. And literally, I'm talking to Tracy on FaceTime, and she sees like, and I'm like, what the crap? So literally, he had the bag that was on fire, and he's running to the sink, putting it out. Yes, okay, that's been our day. So no.
I miss all the exciting stuff.
Hi Nancy. Yay, yay. That's Nancy. She said hi to us. Okay. So, so she wants to do, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And then she also wanted to see if we could fit the temple on
The spires.
just the spires. Oops. Just like the top part of the temple. So we put down some blue tape just to give us some lines to work with. And then we'll do those first, because if we have to maneuver anything, we just don't know where we're going to be able to put the angel Moroni as opposed to where the words are going to be. So it'll probably just be this from this line up of the temple. So that's what we're doing. And I don't want to cut my transfer. I don't want to cut this up because I actually want to use this as a whole. So what we're going to do is the put down, lift, move, put down, lift, that kind of a technique.
Just because our chalkboard is wider than longer, which is what we were wanting. But since it's a spare, we're just going to work with it.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal.
No.
He said he was making sure homeowner's insurance was good. Yes, he He made a good little funny about it, so I
He
just
was
thought that.
just testing it.
He was just testing it out, no big deal. Okay,
Science experiment.
so this is my new 3-ounce custard.
It always makes me hungry.
So the new 3-ounce jars have a self-sealing lid. So if you're used to the 2-ounce jars, they have the little seal in the inside, and these are supposed to have the self-sealing lids now. They have like a little piece in them, and that is actually a seal. So we learned that. Ooh, it smells so good. I love the smell of chalk paste.
I told you snip chalk.
I do. I sniff chalk.
Sniffs chalk, you guys.
I do. It smells good. Gosh, leave me alone. Anytime you have a new...
Were you the paste sniffer in
I
kindergarten?
wasn't, and I was not a paste licker either.
Okay, that's good.
So whenever you get a new paste, it's always good to stir it up, and it always makes that sound. I don't know what else to say and what else to call it. That mushy sound.
If it doesn't make that sound, you're not doing it right.
No. But it just kind of makes a sound, and then you just stir it up. Well, I guess it's like a Rice Krispie, the crackling sound. And so I always just stir it up the first time until it doesn't make that sound anymore. I guess there's air in it when they put it in there, air bubbles. So it just makes that little noise. And I don't know. Sorry.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop. It's been a long day. Not really bad, just funny.
They're laughing at us because we're being...
A funny day. It's the Tarina and Leslie Show. Thank you for joining us.
The comedy hour.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Don't
La 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 la. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, so I did mark center on my tape. So I put 2 blue lines. We did try to make it so that it was even and then even space. I think okay, do you ever get like that tickle on your back? I know this is just one of those days. Like, there was a hair. That's what it was. It was like
not a phantom itch.
I'm telling you, it's like you get that tickle, and then you're like, what in the heck?
So I'm thinking, as far as centering it, should you start with this in the middle and then do this?
No.
And this
Okay, let me
here?
tell you why. I want to do as for me and my house, comma.
Okay.
And I thought that too. I thought, oh, we could do this. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23, have 23 is, so go to the 12th letter. Typewriting class, ladies. Who remembers typewriting classes? Have to center your thing. You had to center. You had to count over.
I'm
to
not
center.
that much younger than her, guys.
You are.
Not that much.
You are like 12 years younger than me. Okay, whatever. All right, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So N is the middle.
Got it.
Okay? That's what we're going with. All right.
Math. I hate math.
Math and typewriting classes.
I like typewriting class. I hated math.
I said and the N, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Some of these words go down below. Gosh, is that gonna fit? I guess it is. Hold on, let me pull this up again. Totally remember doing that in typing class. See?
We're all having flashbacks now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one of my team members on our team page today posted a Holly Hobby flashback with the Holly Hobby lunch pail. And oh my gosh, so then we started talking about Holly Hobby oven, Holly Hobby clothes. I'm just like, oh my gosh, my life as a child.
Flash before your eyes.
I loved
So
it.
I had the same thing. I took Logan to Toys R Us the other day, and guess what they have in the stores again?
What?
Teddy freaking Ruxpin.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
I was like, what? But it's not as cool as ours were because you can't play your Metallica cassette tape in it. Because it's all digital.
Oh, it's all
now.
digital.
So they took all the fun out.
Oh my gosh. See, Donna, I'm telling you, did you have the Holly Hobby? It was like an easy bake oven, but it looked like Holly Hobby. Everybody knows I'm a baker. I love to bake. I don't use my kitchen for cooking. My husband just tries to blow it up. It's all good. But he's just going to burn it.
He's just like, I'm going to get rid of all this crafting stuff. I'm just going to burn it to the ground.
He said, what did he say, Tracy? He goes,
we don't eat in this kitchen. We just crafted it.
But he...
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, and a Raggedy Ann and Andy room. Oh my gosh.
My favorite.
Nancy said Teddy. You had a Teddy Ruxpin in your. You have one still? Oh, she has one in her.
Some people still have them, and they still work. Like you can still play cassette tapes in them.
Are there still cassette tapes? Do you have cassette tapes?
I do. I have my New Kids on the Block cassette tape. I have my Michael Jackson Thriller cassette tape. I kept the classics, ladies. The classics.
Okay, so what I did is I moved the tape so that I could put it back if I need to. And I'm just going to do the words that, for this one part that we're doing. I'm just being careful and trying to just get it in there.
And my favorite baby blanket that I had from birth until I was 34 years old, and then I lost it at a hotel.
Oh.
And then my soul was crushed. But it was Raggedy Ann. It was pink and white, and it was adorable.
Oh.
And I'm still, like, wrecked over it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wrecked.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So sad. I had a childhood trauma in my 30s.
Oh, Tia's like, what did she say? I had a Winnie the Pooh room. Shows my age. LOL. I'm just a baby. Oh my god.
That is my favorite Disney character, by the way.
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, that's not a trick question, right?
No.
Okay.
Pooh is my favorite.
Yes, Pooh is her favorite.
My favorite villain is the Evil Queen from Snow White,
yes.
but my favorite character is Pooh.
So my friend Laura, her favorite is the Evil Queen. In fact, it's so funny. We all know that it's the Evil Queen. She has her basement, and this is Laura, my friend. You met Laura.
We should hang out.
Her basement. It's Disney. It is like Disney art everywhere. So awesome.
You should see Becca and Chandler's house. Not just the basement, the house.
Oh. Okay, that just want to make me throw up. Thank you, Tracy, very much. Can you put it closer? Can I put what closer?
The camera?
No. I don't know.
No, it's probably because these.
Oh, we'll move that. Sorry. So,
there go your wipes.
Sorry, we're just having one of those days.
It's totally fine. It wasn't anything breakable.
So, Tia, who's on my team, is apparently young enough to be my child. I kind of already knew that. I just was in denial. Oh my gosh. My mom was 16 when she had my sister and 17 when she had... Okay, I was still in high school and wasn't thinking about babies. So your mom is a braver woman than me. Okay, I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to take this up right here and right here because I don't want to take it down. All right, we're going to work on taking this again. Yeah, I think it's your phone. She's like, oh, I have people that want to talk to me? What? All right, so now I'm going to now put down the next set of words, the next line of words. And I've never done this before, just an FYI, people. So if I mess it up, it's just chalk.
On a spare chalkboard, nonetheless.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And all right, pull this off, and then we'll lay this down. And as I'm going, I'm just making sure, because these screens right here are kind of thin. So I'm just making sure that there's no I don't feel any bubbles. So that's pretty much it. Would you like to chalk?
No.
You just like hanging out and watching?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you're better at it than me, and this is going in my house. So.
It's in my best interest to let you continue.
You're so funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
See, I at least know how.
What else did you say? What else did you say to me that you're like? See, I know about waxing. We did wax the board. Well, I didn't. She did.
I waxed it.
So she knew. She's like, "Do we need to wax?" And I said, "Yes."
To wax, right? And she said, "Yes."
See, she's learning.
Because it was a board from somewhere else.
From a lumber store or a hardware. What do we call them? Hardware stores.
Yes, it's a hardware store.
Okay, hardware store. So I'm just putting the paste on, wax on, wax off. Right, and then I'm pulling up, and I just don't want to rip it right up. Oh, look at that. I'm pretty fancy.
You are so good.
I am pretty fancy, and I'll show you as soon as I finish this line.
Round of applause.
Okay, so
Scout
now
style.
Scout style. That is Scout style.
I know.
We have boys.
We do.
All right.
We both have Logans.
We do. We have Logans.
A matching set of Logans.
One tall and one small.
Mm-hmm. Mine will be tall, just wait.
Yes, he is gonna be huge. He's 8 years old and he's
This
tall.
tall. He's gonna be taller than me like tomorrow.
Yes, he's so big. He's the cutest thing too.
Thanks. I think he's pretty cute too, but I might be slightly biased. I worked really hard on that for 9 whole months, guys.
Yeah. It's your best
9
masterpiece.
whole months.
I didn't make it. Well, no. The only one I made it 9 months to was Michael.
Oh, he was 3 days past his due date.
Your Logan was?
Get out. He was nice and cooked. Even though he was tiny still. He was only
Were we
7'6".
told last night not to use tools such as squeegees to make sure we have no bubbles? No.
You may use
She's
whatever
younger
you
than
like.
my oldest. She is younger than my oldest child. Oh my! She is not that young. Oh, sorry, Sharon. I don't do the. I show you what it looks like, but I don't do like the overhead thing.
After we're done, we
Yep.
hold it up.
I promise you. I'll show you though.
For sure.
Okay, so she's the same age as my oldest child.
Do you want me to rinse that or rinse it yet?
No, we're not rinsing it yet. Okay. All right. So that's it so far.
Yay!
So again, I just used the tape as a guideline. Guidelines. So that it just could line it up a little bit. And again, the whole typewriter class trick is working, and I'm working it. Now, I'm waiting until the chalk. Now, okay, one really quick thing about the chalk paste. It's okay to let your chalk paste dry on your chalk transfer, but you don't want to let it sit there for too long.
Not on your surface, for sure.
Not on your surface. So when you pull it up, like what I'm doing, where I'm chalking, then lifting and moving, and chalking and lifting and moving, it's okay to let it dry. Just make sure that you're not letting it sit overnight or for several hours. This is just minutes, okay? So I'll be washing this and soaking it in the water and then using a wipe to wash it off. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4. So 12 is in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So between the V and the E is middle. Okay. Oh, I hear Trevor. All right. Pull this up again. Pull that down. All right. So again, I'm just going to smooth it on like buttering bread. Just try not to get it.
Hi, Trev.
Hi, Trevs. How was school and work?
All right.
Good. Just smoothing it on like I'm buttering bread. And then I'm going to wipe off any excess and put the excess. You really don't need a lot of chalk paste. All right.
I'm back.
She's back. She just had to help Trevor a little bit.
He needs some assistance.
Ooh, pretty. I'm going to hold that really fast. Yay. It's not about not to use tools because they could rip. Oh, not the squeegees. Not our squeegees. I think she was talking about other tools. And then when you are, when you're making sure there's no bubbles, you don't want to run it over the screens too much, but you definitely need to use the squeegees to get the bubbles out. I don't think she said not to use them at all. I think she was talking more about what type of tools to use. Maybe not the 4-inch squeegee. On bigger transfers, I've used it, but I don't do it very hard. So I think you just need to be careful. Buff it out. Okay. It's almost like I'm in surgery. Scalpel? I'm just kidding.
That's what my mom does. She's hands.
Yes.
I'm doing her job.
Watching you chalk is therapeutic and more therapeutic than me actually chalking. Oh my gosh. Tia. This is so therapeutic. I love chalking. This is super therapeutic. I'll do the wee. Wee. Sorry. We're a little punchy today. Just a little. Mm-hmm.
She gave me sugar, you guys.
I did give her sugar.
Brought me a giant vat of sugar.
You asked for that giant vat of sugar.
I didn't ask for the giant one.
Oh, well.
That was your call.
We don't get smalls in this house. We do large.
Okay, well now I know.
Oh, she says it's super therapeutic until she goes slow. Okay.
We're trying to be precise here, folks. This one's going in my house.
Precision. Precision is key, Trevor says. Oh, look at how pretty that is.
This will be the first thing that I put up on my new walls.
And we're just gonna make a frame out of some foam strips. Okay, put this back here. And I'm just using the little back, I have extra backer sheets, and I just use it with the shiny side up, just so that my transfer doesn't stick to my, my granite. I had to think about it for a second, because then it's a booger to get off. Oh, look at that. The dishes are clean. I wonder who did that. So there's something in our house that says Trevor has to do the dishes. That's like his job. And they sat for a couple days, and he's got my number because he knows that I can't go without having the dishes in the kitchen clean for more than like a day. And so I freaked out, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just doing it. So now the kitchen's clean.
You're so busted, dude.
So,
When am I not? That's the true question.
you what?
So that, when am I not? That's the true question.
I said
Aww.
he's busted.
Oh, he's busted. He's never busted. He's the baby.
Gets away with murder.
He gets away with everything.
That's not true.
He's the same in my family, by the way.
All right, again, I'm just smoothing on like I'm buttering bread. And then I'm gonna wipe it off.
You didn't even tell them when you were doing it that you destickified.
Oh yes, I did destickify the transfer. I thought I did that in the very beginning.
No.
I fuzzed it. On a...
She has to use her trademark words. You guys.
Oh yeah, I destickified the transfer by fuzzing it on a clean towel. I just was trying to cut out a step so you guys weren't bored.
They've watched you destickify too many times.
I don't know.
Yay!
What?
You're so
What?
good. She's so good, guys.
So now we're gonna wash it, or Leslie's gonna wash it, or soak it. She could even just stick it in some water in the sink. Put sticky side up though. All right, I'm gonna show you now. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Okay, so isn't that great? So the tape helped me to keep everything level. And to find center, I just counted how many letters and spaces, divided it in half, and that was my center. So yeah, there we go. That looks great. Everybody like that? Give me some thumbs up. Yay! Hi, Shanda. Okay, so I'm going to just turn this around. All right. Now we're going to do the temple. So we're done with the custard. And now we're going to do, you want gray, right? Okay. So because my transfer is much bigger than what I'm just throwing stuff around. Just because my transfer is so big, I'm going to put underneath, so it's like when it hangs over the countertop or whatever you're working with, just use some parchment paper. The transfer won't stick to the parchment. There we go. And you all know I've used this before now. Now you do. Hi, Shanda. Oh, when's the next craft and chalking night? Okay, well, my friend, we'll just need to schedule a time because I was scheduling craft and chalking night and people were canceling, and so I was just doing classes instead. So, but that doesn't mean we can't do that. We can totally do it. And you can come over anytime you want.
Just come over super late at night and she's doing lives here in the kitchen.
But her baby's, she's got her baby.
She's got a husband.
This is a true statement. She does, Brian could totally watch Payson.
There you go.
Okay. So we're going to go just above this part. Okay. And I'm just going to peel this back. Okay, here we go. Eyeballing it. Again, just double check it. Measure twice, cut once. Is that what the rule is? Okay. Alright. So what I'm going to do is to get the bubbles to be out of this, I'm just going to start at the bottom. And as I'm laying it down, I'm just going to use my hand. Okay. My husband didn't sleep like a rock. I'd totally come over, but he can't hear her cry at night. Yes, I agree with you. I totally agree. Okay, tell me if that's how you want it. If that looks great, awesome. Okay. So we're gonna do, this is another brand new box or jar of, I was gonna say jar of clay. Man, it's been one of those days. Sorry. Jar of chalk paste. Oh gosh, and I think it's just when you open it the first time that it smells like that, because it's like this strong, like
that new car smell, but it's new paste smell.
New paste smell. That is exactly it. So again, oh, something we learned at the chalk tour last night was that the chalk paste is made with organic pigment. I thought it was cool. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference between organic and non.
It means that when she sniffs it, it's completely safe. Like she can sniff it all she wants.
Okay. It does smell good though. Some people like paint. I don't particularly like the smell of paint. I like the clean smell. I just don't like the...
I love the smell of ozone.
Ozone? What is that?
Like when it rains and like a thunderstorm, that like
Oh,
smell.
yeah. I didn't know that was what it's called.
That's
ozone.
what it's called. It's ozone.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I think there's a lot of people that like that
That's
smell.
my favorite smell.
Okay, because this is such a large surface and it's one color, we're just going to kind of go bloop, 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 and then run the giant squeegee all over it. Okay? All right, so I'm just going to go bloop, bloop. Right here. And you have to make that noise when you do it. I'm just saying.
Legally required.
By Tarina. Just saying. All right. This is kind of fantastic. I'm just saying. There's no wrong way or right way. Just go with it. Right now I'm not dragging anything off. I'm just kind of smoothing around. Pull it. I had some extra there. So now I'm just going to go back and I'm going to pull down and I get even more chalk paste off. You're not pulling it so hard that it rips your transfer. And I don't want to go over it a bunch of times, but I just want to make sure there's no lines. Okay, so when we take this off, we're going to pull it from the bottom. The detail is incredible.
It is. They nailed it.
They did. And actually, here's a little fun fact. Tara herself drew this, the founder of Couture. Okay, you have to just show it. I'm like in awe. It's so amazing.
Touch it.
Can we do the close-up? Yeah, you can do a close-up if you'd like.
Goes with that detail. I'm gonna get in a glare. Maybe you can see. Take off the glare. There we go.
That's really pretty.
So pretty.
Okay. I'm just filling the water bin up. All right, I hope everybody liked that so far. That was awesome. Yep. Just like that off. I didn't do that. All right, here? Yeah, just on one of those. Oh. Thyroid brain. Oh, so see, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Shanda likes the smell of gasoline. I actually have.
I actually do too, but that's just because it reminds me that I'm going on vacation.
It goes what?
It reminds me of going on vacation.
Well, okay,
We always camp.
I actually don't like the smell of gasoline, and I'll tell you a little story. So when I was 5, we were in a horrific car accident. We were hit by a drunk driver when we were traveling, going to visit my great-grandparents in Alabama. And thank you, ma'am. Our car rolled down an embankment, and it was just, if you want to talk about it, I'll tell you, but our car never was the same. They put it back together. We flew home. I vividly remember this, and I just remember that our car always smelled like gasoline. It never was the same. I know. So I don't particularly like the smell of gasoline, and that's the reason why. So just an FYI.
Yeah, for me, it just reminds me of going to Lake Powell every year, so that's why I kind of like it.
Now I like the smell of when Kurt goes riding. That sweet smell of the
Exhaust, the two-stroke.
the two-stroke oil gasoline stuff.
Yeah, me too.
That stuff
Same
smells,
reason though, because Lake
Yeah,
Powell.
that smells good. I like that. It's a different smell though.
It is, but they both are attached to the same memories for me.
Oh.
So.
Well, and maybe the
Same
reason,
sense,
yeah,
maybe.
maybe the reason I don't mind it because it doesn't.
Yeah, that one's not.
That's not a
your
bad
car accident memory.
Dun, da, da. Hold on, and one more. We're gonna put this on the temple in Salt Lake. On this, it says, "Holiness to the Lord, house of the Lord." That's what's inscribed on this gold plate at the gold thing at the top here. So that's why they have this. Okay, all right, so again, this is just ink. And when I do the ink, they say to not go like right in the center. You kind of start above the screen and then just pull down. Now the ink does take a little while longer to dry. I can't obviously bake this, and I can't iron it, obviously, to set the ink. But I do have a heat gun, and I will be just using that.
She knows how to use it.
I do know how to use it.
She's not afraid to use it.
I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, done.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There you go. Not fun. All done. I will set it with the heat gun to set the ink because this is chalk paste. This was custard chalk paste. This was gray chalk paste. This is gold ink, the Couture ink. So I will be setting it with the heat gun. I just won't do it right now just because you don't want the noise. So do you love it? Oh yeah, Kathy, I love that too. That's the ozone that you're talking about. Oh, and the hayfield being, yeah. Okay, so Tracy, no, I didn't know they smell like Fritos. A puppy breath candle would be great. Oh my gosh, puppy breath. Yeah, that's good. Babies. As long as they're clean.
That smell.
Yeah, they really do. I think like Lynn was saying, candle with the, clean baby Not a dirty diaper baby. That would not be good.
The clean, just bathed baby.
Yeah, with the baby lotion and this. Oh, they
The
smell so.
powder.
Oh yeah, they smell so good. She said that's gonna be. Nancy said that'll be beautiful in your home.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think so too. And I can't wait. I'll take a picture of this, and then when we make the frame for it, I'll take another picture. But we kind of guessed that it was going to be about 2 inches, an inch to inch and a half in. So that's why we started this where we did, and we knew that some of this was going to be taken off, so we didn't mind. Tina, the smell of bacon and popcorn always makes me hungry. Bacon.
Bacon.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good smell. But oh gosh, okay. So I'm not a coffee drinker, but my grandma is, and every time I would stay with my grandma, I would just always wake up to the smell of bacon and coffee. You know that. I just love that smell. That reminds me of my grandma's house. So, okay. Smells. This is a good conversation. We went from Disney to smells. That's good. At least they're good. Good smells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Anybody have bacon crack? Nice. All right. Anybody have any questions for us? Anything? Coffee smells better than it tastes. Yes. I don't.
That depends on how much creamer and sugar you put in.
Have a little coffee with your creamer and sugar.
You asked Kurt how I have my latte the other day.
Okay. Well,
It was like, it's a lot of sweetener. No, It's mostly milk and sweetener, not so much with the
well,
coffee.
you know, I grew up in a Southern family, and you know, there's iced tea in my bottle. And when I was growing up, I used to drink iced tea a lot, and I would put more sugar and lemon. My grandma said one time, she's kind of a smart butt. She's so funny. She goes, well, have a little tea with that sugar and lemon there, sister. And I'm like, well, if you had lemonade, I'd pour that in first. Have an Arnold Palmer.
Yes, my mom likes sweet tea better than regular tea.
Oh, yes. Oh, you were right. Bacon crack. Okay, so Stacy, my friend Stacy, I forgot about that. It was bacon crack. We've got to get the recipe. It was awesome. Okay. All right, ladies. You guys have a good night. Thank you for joining us. And I promise I'll post a picture of the finished project the way it is right now. And then when we get a frame on it, I'll post it again. Okay? All right. This has been Leslie and Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. And we will see you next time. Good night.